thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be sharing some newborn baby must-haves. When I first had my son Liam, Justin and I, oh my goodness, we did not know what we needed for a newborn baby. Like, we just bought too much stuff that we didn't need. So our second time around with Jacob, we knew exactly what we needed. We knew what would be helpful. And so I wanted to make a video in case you're a first-time parent and you want to know the things that you actually need. So hopefully this video is helpful. So the first thing I wanted to share is a nose aspirator, because you know, babies, they get stuffy noses and they can't clean their own noses. So what I find is this nose Frida works really well. You put this part of it inside the baby's nostril and then you use your mouth to suck. I know that seems a little gross, but this is a lot more sanitary than those little pumps, because I've seen videos where someone opens up those little nose aspirator pumps and it's like moldy. Of course, you can buy the ones I've seen on Amazon that you can remove it and clean it in the inside, but I just really like this nose Frida. We also used this when we had Liam, but this is a brand new one. When babies are born, their nails are incredibly long. When I was at the hospital, my nurse told me to just use my teeth to kind of, you know, shorten Jacob's nails, and I thought that was funny, but it actually worked. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. That's not very sanitary, but what I prefer to do is I like to file Jacob's nails. So these are fantastic because it's like baby size and it comes in a big pack I bought on Amazon, and I'll definitely link everything that I mentioned down below, so it's really helpful for you guys. But filing your baby's nails once or even twice a week is very helpful, because babies love to just like touch their face and they're always like moving around, and they may or may not scratch their face. My first son, Liam, oh, he scratched his face so much, even when we would file his nails. But filing definitely helps reduce all the scratches. And I don't know what it is, but I've never put mittens on my baby's hands. Like, I've never covered their hands to prevent them from scratching, because from all the different classes that I've taken, I've learned that babies discover and learn through touch, even the very first days of their lives. So why would you want to cover that from, like, why would you want to take that away from them, you know? So that's why I don't cover their hands ever. Another thing is, I actually haven't even used this, but it's something that you may want to have. Once they're older, you may want to start clipping their nails. So this is a little nail clipping set, and it also has a little nail filer in here. And that's really great to add to your baby registry if you're still pregnant and you're trying to figure out what you need. Definitely need a good car seat. We use the Kiko KeyFit car seat. It works really well. It's also the car seat that I used for my first son. Car seats do expire, so check the expiration date. Don't buy a car seat from a garage sale just because, you know, it might expire. And also, when we had my first son, Liam, we went to a police station and he checked the car seat and made sure that, like, we installed it correctly, because that's very important, because so many parents don't know how to install a car seat correctly. It's just better safe than sorry, right? So it's good to go to your local fire department or police station and schedule an appointment. And they do ask you to schedule, so you can't just walk in there and be like, hey, can you check this out for me? So make sure you schedule first. Another must-have for babies and newborns are swaddling blankets. I love these blankets. They're thin. I have this brand by Honest Company, and then the majority are from this brand called Aiden and Anais. You can get these guys at Target or online, anywhere you guys want to find them. They're super long, and you can double up on it, like double fold it for swaddling. And I like that they're not so thick. I like the fact that they're really large, so it will allow me to swaddle a big baby. Jacob is 2 months, but he almost weighs 14 pounds. He's big, so I do appreciate the fact that this blanket's so big that it's even good for swaddling a bigger baby, not just a newborn. Because newborns love to be swaddled, but so do older babies. It just feels good for them. It prevents them from like waking themselves up and smacking their faces and things like that. I find that just the regular swaddling blankets are easier to use than the ones that you buy, and like it has all that Velcro, and plus Velcro is loud. You do not want that Velcro sound in the middle of the night. Your baby might end up, waking up even more during diaper changes and things like that. And I also find that these little blankets are great for nursing wraps too. So if you don't want to buy a specific nursing wrap, which I really love though, like I have this specific nursing wrap that I love, but if you're not into buying that, you can use this blanket and just tie it like this, and you're good to go as far as nursing, which is really great. But of course, you don't need to be covering up if you don't want to. I most definitely don't cover up when I'm at home, but if I'm at a restaurant or with my parents-in-laws and things like that, I definitely like to cover up a little bit. Of course, a burp cloth. So here's the thing. Justin and I, we never really bought specific burp cloths. We like using, dish towels, bath towels, anything, because all you need it for is to just cover up your shoulder and burp your baby, and, in case your baby spits up, use the towel to absorb. And I feel like towels are thicker than regular burp cloths, so they're even better. Even these blankets, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Use the blanket and use it as a burp cloth. You can use anything as a burp cloth pretty much. And then of course you need something for your baby to sleep in. Justin and I, we co-slept with both our boys. Liam slept in a co-sleeper and Jacob too. Newborn babies sleep most of the day, so you want them to be super comfortable in whatever they're wearing. And what I find really great are sleepers. And sleepers specifically with the zippers are really easy because you don't have to look for the buttons. You don't have to match which buttons go with what. You just zip it up and you're good to go. And you have one button in the top, you just button that and you're good to go. What I find really helpful is to just go a size up, just because babies grow out of their clothing so quickly. They grow so fast, you guys. So definitely go a size up. So one regret is that I bought too many newborn size stuff with my first son. So with my second, I didn't even buy much, and I just used a lot of hand-me-downs that my first son had. So I'm really glad that we had saved some, but we also got a lot of gifts, and just sleepers are the best. They sleep in it. They're very easy to zip up and down. We also have the ones that button up, but I personally love the ones that zip. And the brands that I like, this one's by Gerber. And Gerber it's really thin. So this is great for summer. And then this one is by Carter's. And this one is of a thicker material, but it's still pretty thin. And then if you wanted, you could get those sleepers that zip up for extra coverage, or you can swaddle. And newborn babies love to be swaddled, so definitely go for the Aiden and Anais. Another thing that you're going to need is a place to change your baby, like a changing table and a place to give your baby a bath. What I have is something that does all of that in one. It's called a Baby Diego. We used it when we had Liam, and we kept it because we knew we wanted more kids, and we're so glad we kept it because it is an amazing changing table. And then when you flip it up, it turns into a bath station. And it rolls, so I can take it everywhere with me, where I can roll it anywhere in the room I want. And I can store diapers, and I can store blankets and towels in the bottom because it has a lot of storage space. Hopefully it's still online. I don't know a lot of people talking about this, but I think it's amazing. I light up. Can you guys tell? I think it's fantastic. And well, that little Baby Diego that I'm talking about, that stays in our bedroom. And then when Jacob is in his own nursery, he has a changing table there. It's a whole furniture set over there. But in the meantime, that Baby Diego changing station is, I can keep going on. It's amazing. And then this is optional, but I really like it, especially when they're older and their number twos don't smell the best. I love the diaper pail. I love a diaper pail. It just keeps all the diapers and the odors away. It works. A lot of people are on and off about the diaper pails, but I think that they're must-haves, at least for me. You definitely need diapers and wipes, so pick whichever diapers and wipes that you like, and also any type of body washes. I like trying different products. Another must-have is a diaper bag. I prefer backpacks as diaper bags. I love being hands-free, and I have so many different diaper bags, you guys. I have like a Petunia pickle bottom one. I have this Honest Company one, but the zipper broke because I've had it for years. I have this new Skip Hop one. I like any type of diaper bag as long as it's in a backpack form. We like using this Samsung baby monitor that we've had ever since we had Liam, and so we ended up getting a second camera. It was a gift from Justin's sister Jessica, so a huge thank you for the extra camera. We like having monitors for both our boys' rooms. Even though Jacob is co-sleeping with us, we eventually want to have that camera in his nursery so that we can check up on both of them. And I like the Samsung camera that we have and the monitor that we have because we can check up on both boys. Like, you can actually get 4 cameras for that, so that's pretty neat. As far as baby carriers, there's so many different kinds. We use the ring sling. The Moby wrap is really great if you have a newborn because it's like it's hugging them and it's super soft, and the Moby wrap is great because it's washable. The ring sling, I didn't feel comfortable really washing that because it had that like ring and I didn't want to ruin it. What I would recommend instead would be the Moby wrap, which I really loved when Jacob was young, but my favorite so far has been the Ergo. We use it all the time. I love just wearing him everywhere we go, like when we go to the store, when I'm at home, like just making bread or doing something. It's very easy for me to like add ingredients into the bread maker with wearing him. It's very nice and he loves it because it's so comfortable for him. Sometimes he'll take a nap inside and I just love holding him, and it's just really great. Babies love to be held, so a baby carrier is definitely a must-have. Just figure out which one you like best, but I personally love the Ergo, and I've had the Ergo ever since I've had my first son Liam, and you can wash it, which is really great. It's washable, but I don't put it in the dryer. What I do is I just put it outside and I let it air dry in the sun. You definitely will need a thermometer or a baby safety kit, just a lot of first aid things like nail clippers. We have a temporal thermometer that we really like. We just swipe it on the baby's head and then it gets the temperature right away. And I think it's really important in case your baby feels warm to keep track of your baby's temperature, because newborn babies, it can get very scary when their temperature goes up, so definitely keep track of that. Another must-have would be something like a swing. We have a Mamaroo, which is it has different types of settings. It has car ride, ocean, circle. Our first son Liam loved it, and we got that as a gift at our baby shower. It was such a generous gift because Mamaroos are not cheap. But with Jacob, we saved it thinking, oh, our future baby's gonna love it. And then Jacob, he doesn't really care for it, so it all depends on what your baby likes. But then my husband Justin, he went to a garage sale and bought this swing for $5. It looked pretty new, so like he like made sure like it was stable and it was in good condition and a grandmother was actually selling it, and she was like, I only use it for like 3 times. I thought I was going to use it more, but I just held the baby the whole time. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like when Justin told me the story, because I wasn't with Justin when he bought it. So what I did was I just used the steamer that I bought on the Zulily site, and I steamed it, and it was as good as new, and Jacob loves that swing. So just figure out what your baby may or may not like. Keep a receipt, make sure like, hey, can I return it? If you do buy it in stores, because what if your baby doesn't like that swing that you buy and like you spent way over $50. So definitely keep a receipt if you need to, and you can figure out which one works for you. But I love that swing so much because I'm able to cook dinner, like a really fast, quick dinner, and Jacob will happily like swing in there for like 20 minutes. Of course, like I'm with him, like I'll keep him by me, like in the kitchen, and I'll be like, oh, how are you doing? Are you okay? Everything okay? Like, talking with him while I'm cooking. And it's just good sometimes to be able to do things while you're with your baby. a mat, like a play mat for your baby to do tummy time. Like I mentioned, you can use the DockATot that I have, but definitely use anything that you need to use. The last thing that I wanted to share are books. I feel like babies are never too young for books. Even newborns, you know, just your voice and just starting a routine where babies enjoy books is going to be great. Because when I had my first son Liam, when he was a newborn, I read him books. I read him books even before he was out of me. Like when I was pregnant, I would read him books, and then I just continued reading books every day. It was part of a routine, multiple times a day, and different types of books. It doesn't even have to be a newborn type of book. Like you can read like long books, because they're usually just falling asleep in your arms anyways, or asleep most of the time. So like a short book would be great for a newborn, but as they get older, something longer. But including books like will definitely help. Like just knowing that you're spending that time with them, giving them the attention. The last newborn must-have that I wanted to mention is not something that you can purchase or get from anyone, but it would be patience, and also not comparing your baby with others. Every baby has a different developmental milestone. Like every baby hits their milestones at different times. For example, my son Liam, I think it took him until 15 months to start walking, and I was for sure nervous and I was worried. And all my friends, their babies were walking. Like I had friends that had kids around the same time, and those things, like I just wanted to share that tip with you, because those things can be stressful as a new parent. So definitely don't compare your child with other children, because every child hits developmental milestones at different ages. But I could definitely do a different video on that, like different tips for parents to not stress over. That would be a good topic, you guys. Let me know if you guys want to see that video. But I hope this video was helpful. I know I'm missing a ton of things. Oh, like a stroller, of course. Strollers are fantastic for getting around. We have a Bob stroller that has a Kiko like insert, and you guys, that Bob stroller is everything. That Bob stroller is the best investment we've ever had, because you know, even a 3-year-old can sit in that Bob stroller and love it. Justin runs with that Bob stroller. It's so easy to maneuver. It is such a huge stroller, but it is an amazing stroller, and I highly recommend it. So those are the suggestions that I have for you, friends. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want me to do those parenting tips that I was briefly getting into. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.